Well, we're back.
Yes, we are. We thank you for sticking with us. Let's talk about the voter registration exercise, which is going on across the country.
Have you registered?
No, I haven't registered.
You're not a responsible citizen. You're confused.
No,
okay,
I'm not confused.
Let me continue.
I was just allowing you to say what you wanted to say because you're Roland Walker. I really don't care. But listen, it's been, this is day 8. It's been a week since we started this exercise. And that Sabit is at the Zongo Experimental Junior High School in Techiman South in the Bono East region. And then Peter Seno is our colleague at KJB, the Akan constituency in the Oti region. Both are joining with a situational report. So good morning to you guys.
Good morning, Amavi.
Okay, great. Listen, explain what's happening where you are.
All right. This is
Okay, Peter, your network is a bit unstable, so let's go to Anas. Anas, if you can hear me, let's start with you.
School registration center or centers, because there are 2 centers here now.
Good morning,
and so this is just the outside of it, and as you can watch behind, yes.
Okay, so the 2 colleagues that I have on the line, Peter, let's come back to you and see if the connection is better with you now. Anas, can you hear me? Connect again, let's see. Start all over again because you are breaking.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, it's better now.
And yeah, here I am currently at the Zongo D Experimental Junior High School. We have 3 registration centers here, 1, 2, and 3. And the exercise started quite earlier this morning, not 7 exactly, but around 7:15 a.m. As I speak to you now, almost all the registration centers have registered more than 20 persons. I'm told they have an average of 160, 170 for the past 3 days. You know, this is the 2nd phase of the exercise, and we are into day 3. The safety protocols, I mean, all the COVID-19 safety protocols that are in place, I have seen them being executed here. I see the Veronica buckets at the entrance of the building where the exercise is ongoing. I also see police officers ensuring that we have sanity at the center. Also, there are health officials at all the 3 registration centers taking temperatures of registrants before they are allowed entry into the queue. Also, one significant improvement I have seen so far as this exercise is concerned has to do with the adherence to the social distancing protocols. The previous days we've been monitoring this exercise, that particular protocol was poorly observed. But today, from what I'm seeing here, there are seats provided, and the people who are also waiting to get seated are all standing at a reasonable distance from each other. So that, for me, is the most positive aspect of what I'm observing today from the Techiman South constituency.
Okay. That's Anas Sabit there with what's happening, especially as the exercise also enters into a 2nd phase. Let's see if we can get a better connection with Peter. Peter? Hello, Peter? Okay, we haven't quite... Peter, is that you? Okay, Peter is not immediately with us, reporting from KJB, the Akan constituency. Let's go to my colleague Winston Amor, who is also joining us via Zoom and talking about the ballot box, which is back this year, with some changes, obviously, because of the times that we're in. Winston, good morning. Hello, Winston. Okay, We can't quite connect with to Winston yet, but let's see if Peter, if you can hear me, are you back on the line? Okay, do I still have Anas with us though?
Hello.
Peter, go ahead and explain where you are. I see some student behind you.
Yes, these are students here at the KJB Asatu Senior High School trying to get their names first time onto the electoral roll. And so, in fact, the centers are, so we have two centers here, the KJB Asatu Senior High School proper, and then a center for the model school here. But this is the venue that is large enough to contain the registrants. And so, well, I have been inside. I'll take you inside pretty soon. But the arrangement, this is what I would call super observance of the various protocols. Of course, you can see them wash their hands before they enter. And let me just take you in, and then you see for yourself exactly what is happening inside with regard to the arrangement in there. And so, well, they would have to check my temperature first before I enter. Well, I'm 36.8 this morning. And so we are now inside the registration center here. And so as you can see, students are well neatly seated with their nose masks on and carefully arranged, if I may add. And everything is going on here smoothly as I can report this morning, except that there is no designated health official taking the temperature this morning, but they have their special duty person doing that here this morning for us. And so that is what is going on here at the KJB or the Akan constituency, specifically the KJB Asatu Senior High School Registration Center for the senior high school and then the model school here.
Okay, so Peter, this is only for the students or is it for the entire community, those who live close by?
Yes, it's for the entire community. So those in the enclave, resident on campus and then beyond can come here and register.
But as you're reporting, I see only students.
Yes, there are a few, well, dependents of wives of staff who came earlier. There's one woman here who wants to get registered, so you can see her in your shots. And a few came and left earlier. And so basically it's the student community and then for masters and then their dependents. But anyone who wishes to register here can walk in and then register for that matter. Okay,
not exactly the picture that Peter is painting. What you see on your screen is not what exactly he's talking about. But Peter, thank you very much. Anas, if you still can hear me, so from what you can report, the rounds that you've been making, how many of these centers exist?
You know, from what we know here in the Kitiman South constituency, each phase of the exercise goes with 20 registration centers. So the first phase, which ended at the weekend, saw 20 registration centers registered. As I speak to you now, we have another batch of 20 registration centers holding the exercise at the same time. I mean, it's gonna end. It started on Monday and it's expected to end on Saturday. That is the 6 days. All things being equal. So as it stands, 20 registration centers are being undertaking this exercise and Saturday. So the third phase comment.
Okay. Anas, thank you very much. We will leave it here. Let's talk about the ballot box now. And Winston Amoa, hopefully we have a better connection with you. Winston joins us to tell us about this year's Joy ballot box. Winston, good morning.
Good morning, Mama V.
You're sounding like you're singing like a lullaby or something like that because of the network. But let's see if you can answer my question. What's new about the ballot box this year?
Well, Mama V, I hope the connection is better now.
You don't sound like you're singing, so we're good.
Great. So this year's focus is on social inclusion and politics. And the new thing is that, yes, this year's ballot box, we have Adam also joining. So it no longer becomes a Joy News ballot box. It will be more like a multimedia thing with Adam taking care of the local language element. But it promises to be very exciting because we're touring 5 constituencies in the country, speaking to electorates and getting decision makers to answer the questions or the concerns that matter to the electorates.
Okay. So when is the bus moving?
Well, so it starts from Hohwe on the 10th of July. Show starts at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The unique thing about Hohwe is that we're getting, members of parliament and parliamentary candidates and duty bearers from 3 constituencies, that's Afajato South, Hohwe constituency, and Bando constituency, to actually meet at the old municipal assembly hall in Hohwe. And we're getting, the electorates within those enclaves to come in there, ask questions, and get the persons who are seeking to represent them address those questions for them.
So Hohwe is the first destination. You mentioned
Exactly.
5 places. Where do we go from there? And Hohwe is just on Friday.
Yes, Hohwe is on Friday. After Hohwe, in August, we'll go to Boku Central. And then in September, we'll go to Damongo. In October, we go to Asante, and then we end it in the Greater Accra region in November.
Okay. But Winston, tell us about the box that we're putting out, because obviously because of COVID-19, a lot of things are restricted. And so we're going about this in a particular way. Explain the process.
Yes, so I like the fact that you've raised this issue about COVID-19. So what we are actually doing is that, in previous instances, we actually would allow lots of people to show up there. This time around, it is going to be limited to a maximum of 100 people. And it's going to be more of a, invitation-based program. We want to ensure that, yes, we'll give the representative a chance to come with some of, their supporters or followers. But we've also ensured that social distancing is going to be adhered to. We're ensuring a no mask, a no face mask, no entry policy. Our team is in place to ensure that even when it comes to the passing on of microphones, everything is immediately sanitized and ensured that nobody comes in there and leaves at risk of contracting COVID-19.
Is it too late for somebody to get an invitation? Because I know this is strictly by invitation.
Exactly, and that's why I said that, the team has been working with the candidates. If you don't have your invitation now, well, I need to speak to my producer to find out, but if you don't have your invitation now, it looks like it's going to be very difficult. But we'll see. I'm sure by close of today, everything will be done. All
right. Winston, this is the first time that you're on the ballot box that we're going to be voting for you, beginning in Hawaii. How ready are you on this journey?
Well, I'm very ready and also very excited. You always would look up to the challenges that would come your way. So I see this more as a challenge and ready to take the challenge.
Okay, all right. Winston, thank you very much. And so the people of Hohwe, watch out, don't be fooled. He speaks very good Ewe. So we're coming your way on Friday. Winston Amwade leading the team on this year's ballot box. And he explains it's not just Joy News. So whilst there is the English version, there's also the Akan version. So we're going with our sister team, the Adum team as well. So it's the Joy Adum ballot box this year. Watch out for it. Is what's on your hat that will be in that ballot box. And that will lead the conversations ahead of this year's election. Stay with us. We'll come back with the National Cybersecurity Center, which acts as the National Computer Emergency Response Team. What do you know about them? How can you benefit from their work? All that's coming up after this.